Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down leaves them in second and manageable. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going up top on first down. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfect. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, and set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The give to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to take off.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Now facing a third and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Gators line it up with a first and goal. On the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Now the play fake. Skips away from pressure. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Hard-hitting tackle. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking them.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Vols are flying down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes him talk to the hand. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Running behind that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
He'll try the left side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and
10. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. It'll be a draw. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Volunteers are in the hurry up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. After 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll immediately call timeout.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the offense. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Florida 3, Tennessee 0.
And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
On the ground with the counter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
All right, they showed this in the 1st half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Davis. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Give to the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Turns it on at midfield. Afterburner's coming. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by a field goal over Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On second down, they'll take to the air. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch, called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And, David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He caught it.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Florida, 17, Tennessee.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down to start the drive after the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He looks that one in nicely. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back.
And he's still running after the move. Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Going deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The quick out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Puts one in the spin cycle. Flying down the right side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tennessee. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Bringing it back. Bringing the heat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 30. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Might as well give it to him again. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. Field goal is good, game is tied, and how about a little drama, guys? And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Moncrief. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese.
He uncorks one deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And the ball's inside the final minute, trying to wind this clock to 0. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about keeping it on the ground on 3rd and long? He gets 9 on the play, and that brings up a 4th and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incomplete.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.